Hello, guys. Welcome back. We had a Lokimas miracle, and Loki is not, for the non-Lokeans watching this, Loki is not Jesus. It's been in the 20s today, and it's been cold. Okay, it's been colder than usual in this house. And I'm like, am I just getting older? What's happening? Was it so cold in this house? Even in the living room with the faux fireplace on, like I have one of those plug-in things. It's still cold, and I have the heat up to 70, and I was like, am I going to have to retreat up to the bedroom for the rest of, the season? And I prayed to Loki. I'm like, can you please help me find a solution? It just feels like there's too much cold coming in this house. And I basically get the message of, hey, stupid, check the vents. Because I'm such a genius. Remember when I painted the foyer? Well, I closed the vent because I didn't want to get paint down into the air vent system because I wasn't sure what it would do health-wise, that heating up all the time. I know rocket scientist me painted the grill around the vent because I'm so smart that way, but I wasn't sure what being in the vent itself would do, if it would like eat through the metal or whatever it would do, because everything in this house is older than most of my viewers. And I mean, seriously, this house has stood for over a century. I think those are original vents. I seriously think they are. Anyhow, I'm going around, I'm checking the vents on this floor, they all look fine, and then I go into the foyer, and that one is still closed, and I had slid the slider back and forth, but it's so dark in there, it's the bat cave. I had to go get the flashlight, and I'm looking at it, and it looks closed. I even went and looked at another vent to see what looking down, like seeing into the vents, like, because I'm smart that way. And so I very carefully got a screwdriver, and I mean very carefully, very gently pressed at the vents, and voila, it opened, and now it's warm in here. And Loki's just looking at me like, you are so stupid, because I'm so proud of myself. I'm like, yeah, I opened the vent, I'm a genius! And he's looking at me like a flashlight and a screwdriver were involved. You're so gifted. Anyhow, well, that's why I do YouTube for my day job. That's about the skill level I have. That's my mechanical expertise. So we're counting it as a miracle. And Loki's just shaking his head. Usually, had it been Ogu would have said, I can't fix stupid. But yeah, that was the Vlogmas Christmas Lokimas Yule miracle for today. And we did the fine tradition of purposely forgetting. I had realized at the end of the day that I had forgotten to open up his advent calendar. He's like, we usually do this. We do. Like, the first couple of days, we're like little fox cups with the calendar, like, calendar, yay! And then by, like, the time the first week's done, the novelties worn off, and we don't care. And 3 or 4 days go by, and we end up getting back to the chocolate. Yeah, we're really gifted in this house, obviously. But yeah, it's like when you're a little kid, it means so much to you because it's a miracle and you don't know where the chocolate is coming from. My parents would tell me stuff like Santa put the chocolate in there every night before I opened it, and I believe them. Oh, and I am laughing because I'm just a little bit loopy today because I've been playing the Christmas Waltz. I love that song. I think Loki's ready to be insane because I kept replaying it as I walked. And I just love that song, and he's like, I don't think he minds. I think he finds somewhere to go. And he's been making mischief. He's decided that he's going to confuse me to the point where I don't know if there are any pukas or not, or if it's just all my gods are Loki. That's our current mission, figuring out if there are any other actual gods besides Loki. And he laughs hysterically. And he decided that what I really needed in my life was to make sounds. I swear to goddess, this was happening last night, and it was not, animal didn't get in my house or anything to check. But he decided what I needed to hear sounds like a springtrap crawling through the vent system. I'm like, shut up, Loki. And he thought it was funny, and he was doing it today, too. You could hear that little sound like somebody crawling through a vent. And no, I don't know how that works in the game because the animatronics are several hundred pounds each, and nothing that heavy should be able to crawl through a vent system. It'd be like me trying to crawl through a vent system. Unless it is still belted and welded together, that thing should just go whoop on the ground. But, you know, horror movie and horror game logic. But yeah, we have been just going around because today I got the grand idea in my head I was going to make bread. And every bread recipe I looked up, I didn't have anything for it. I didn't have bread. Yeah, I didn't have bread. I didn't have milk. I didn't have eggs. I have egg substitute, but I didn't feel like messing with that because it is kind of gross. And so I didn't have anything to make most of these breads because I'm out of baking powder too. And I'm like, well, no bread. So we're dealing. We're making very strange foods until next week's order comes in, and that has nothing to do with bread baking either, but I'll wait until it's a day where, with my arthritis, I can go out and tolerate the cold. It's not so much the cold, it's just when the kind of arthritis I have, even when I'm inside and it's nice and warm, it still acts up, and if I go out in the cold, it's just like, oh, it's not worth it to go stand there for 20 minutes, wait for a bus, get on the bus, and then go and get whatever I need and come back. And I can't, you know, and I'm not crying poor, but I can't afford to call a cab and pay like $35 each way for the cab. I'm like, I don't have that kind of money. So I'll either have to eventually contact the store to see if they'll deliver or start living on like delivery pizza or something. So I'll have to look into that. I mean, the pizzas around here are pretty bad, but you know, it's better than nothing. And so that's what's been going on for Vlogmas, or Lokimas, or Yule, or Christmas, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I figured I'd get one more episode in there today. I was trying to rack my brain. I'm like, what happened today that, you know, it would be good Vlogmas topic? But that was it. Fixing a vent so that there was heat in the house. And Loki's just looking at me like you're a special kind of stupid, aren't you? Oh, God. Okay, guys. So if you like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.